Certainly. Here is a detailed and accurate account of the history of Canterbury Cathedral, one of England's most famous and historically significant religious sites. But I admire the true story of Canterbury Cathedral. Foundation, 597 AD. The arrival of St. Augustine. Canterbury Cathedral's origins date back to 97 AD, when Pope Gregory the Great sent St. Augustine, also known as Augustine of Canterbury, on a mission to convert the Anglo-Saxons to Christianity. Augustine arrived in Kent, where King Ethelbert, married to the Christian Frankish princess Bertha, allowed him to establish a church. Augustine became the first Archbishop of Canterbury and founded the cathedral on the site of an older Roman church, possibly dating back to the 4th century. The original structure was a modest Saxon-style church dedicated to Christ Church. Augustine also established a monastery, later St. Augustine's Abbey, outside the city walls. Viking raids and Saxon rebuilding, 9th–10th centuries. The cathedral suffered damage during the Viking raids in the 9th and 10th centuries. Archbishop Theoda, 941–958, rebuilt the cathedral in a grander style, introducing Romanesque elements. By the 11th century, Canterbury was one of England's most important religious centers. Norman conquest and rebuilding, 11th–12th centuries. After the Norman conquest, 1066, Archbishop Lanfranc, 1070–1089, demolished much of the Saxon cathedral and rebuilt it in the Norman Romanesque style. Thick walls, rounded arches, and a massive central tower. Expanded the monastic complex, adding cloisters and dormitories. His successor, St. Anselm, 1093–1109, further enlarged the cathedral, but the most dramatic changes came under the martyrdom of Thomas Becket, 1170, and pilgrimage boom. Thomas Becket, Archbishop of Canterbury, clashed with King Henry II over church versus royal authority. 4 knights loyal to Henry murdered Becket inside the cathedral. Becket was quickly canonized, 1173, and Canterbury became a major pilgrimage site, as immortalized in Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales. A grand shrine to Becket was built in the Trinity Chapel, attracting thousands of pilgrims. Gothic transformation, 12th–15th centuries. After a fire in 1174, French architect William of Sens, and later William the Englishman, redesigned the choir